Greetings, everybody. I'm here. I'm live. It's Monday. Sorry about the time and the delay. But hey, the energies are crazy. Computer glitched completely. Shut everything down. So I had to really restart everything, like from the beginning with passwords and figure and find stuff out. And well, whatever. I'm here. So it was so much easier to not be live, but I haven't been live for a while. I have been nursing some extraordinary pain and ringing in my ears and eyes and still continuing. It's like the first day for a while, so long I can't remember how long, that I can actually have light on. My eyes have been incredibly painful. But hey, we're here. The weather's like really interesting. We're just like walking through thick mist for the last few days. It's really wonderful. I don't mind it at all. The Germans do tend to say this is what causes headaches. But anyway, hey, it's fine. We're here. Got lots of things to do, but just at the moment holding the energy as best as I can, as I'm sure everybody is, most of us are doing, around the world for our little group. We really do straddle huge around the world. Hini, my lovely, so beautiful. Thank you for the flowers. I need those. Yeah, thank you. I've been scattering so many flowers. And thank you so much for the work you do. I really, some days I always appreciate you. Yeah, I know a lot, but this was like one of the heaviest migraines. I nearly on Friday, was it Friday? Yeah. I just after I did a lab, I had this long detox in Bath, and I really nearly I was praying so hard. I fell asleep in the bath and then woke up detoxed. But it was so much agony, and I just prayed so hard because I had these kids for the weekend. And they come at like 6:15 in the morning. And I was like, oh, how am I ever going to cope with this? I nearly phoned my son to take me to the hospital. It was like so bad. Like so bad. But anyway, we got through it. Just felt like really bruised, but in the head, but kind of there. Kind of there. The show must still go on, immaterial how we're feeling. We do our very best. So, yeah. So much beautiful energy pumping through. So, I just get so frustrated when I get feel like that because I can't really meditate too deeply. It's like a little confusing. But hey, yeah, the body's taking a little bit of strain. Yeah, you can hear the nose. It's okay. The body's not as young as it used to be. We're trying to restructure the body a little bit. Yeah, total new DNA pouring in. And I must say, I was thinking, I feel like for so many years, I never really lost it until I came to Germany. And then I've had to understand how other people feel in losing their connection. So it's just been an interesting journey. I definitely not one I like very much, I must say. But, I did have a very deep conversation amidst a puddle of tears today. Alas, alas, she cried. Like, what is the meaning of all of this? I did get some answers, as I do from time to time. But I think some of us are struggling a bit. I won't say all. I tend to say if nobody's battling, they're telling you a lie. Because it's challenging energies, and we have to constantly readjust our point of view, especially now. Yeah. I'm also just really feeling that again we're going to the space of just like completely losing and forgetting everything that we've known. And like kind of it's like shifting and sifting. Do we really want to know? Does it matter? Or are we moving, taking a whole like quantum leap into a whole new space, a whole new energy? Um, I know I'm eternal. I know, but I don't want to be like this eternal. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Hemi. Thanks for that. But it's also, I mean, that's like just some of my own, like, I don't know if it's heavy. Yeah. It's like, just like the future self and parallel lifetimes, doing a lot of that stuff at the moment. Choice points, changing the narrative, working hugely with the brain. So I'm sharing that with you, sir, because I'm pouring that onto the planet to whoever wishes to pick it up. So that I've got to just keep reminding myself that that's what I'm doing. That's what I've got to do. Or the universe keeps reminding me that I've just got one simple job to do. It's not so simple. Um, and from being a very, 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 very busy person, um, to rest was like a real focus to rest. To play, it was very difficult. I didn't know that word. So everything was like very focused and very done. And except reading. Reading I could get totally lost. I could just like keep turning pages for days. Millie, my beautiful, yes, definitely feeling you. I'm thinking about you a lot. No, it's okay. I've just popped on now. Because I've been having it's fine. I think we're all having some glitches every here and there. And thank you so much for being here. I really wasn't sure if anybody would even pop on, but I said I would do this to myself, and it's important to do it. Just to do a little bit of a catch up where some of us are, we me, yes. Just because I think it hopefully it I don't mean it like that, I'm joking. More discipline into that's exactly it, into thinking and into the words that I used. So I know that you're eternal, but we need to keep telling ourselves this over and over and over again. And it's we're taking a whole new like little pathway up. And it is very much about focusing choice points. Every single second is a choice point. What do we want? What are we creating? And then to get into that mind and to really start manipulating the thoughts and the visions inside and creating them and holding them. Um, I think that's partly why I had such a migraine, as well as the weather. So let's just light some incense. And I think it's like, as Shakespeare said, above all else. He used to use that for a long time, actually. I'd forgotten about that. Above all else, to thine own self be true. Yeah. So I'm trying not to very, very, very little on YouTube, because this is just it's kind of it's it's a fun path, but it does feel a little bit like a razor's edge. I'm sure we all kind of feeling a bit of that in a way. Maybe I use my own words. I don't use the words that are out there. I just use my words. I think kind of old fashioned, maybe some of you know. But then I came from Verkrumpted Johannesburg and had many people to discuss this with anyway. But it's a it's kind of narrow. But it's beautiful. It's fun. It's kind of really fun. It's like doing the trapeze. choose again and again and again, and don't expect, and be gentle on yourself. New York Debs, welcome. Oh, sleep. What is sleep? Ay, ay, ay. It's okay. We're all here, sweetie. We're all here, and we're just, I don't know. When I was looking at, I was just putting them onto the pictures, that the few that I've done. I haven't done very many. Well, I don't know. I do just mainly for myself. I don't waste time. ChatGPT creating images sometimes just really irritates me, and it's like I don't want to. You feel like Neo. We hear you. We hear you. We're all like spacing around at the moment. Do we know what day it is? I really don't know. I know that my brain is like taken a real hammering, like really for like, I don't know, 5 days or so. It was really harsh, like harsh. It's like a real cerebral bang, bang, bang. And, but hey, I just the only part of it is that I get like so frustrated that because I want to do stuff with my head, and I'm obviously can't do very much with it. Um, there is no spoon. I was actually wondering about that the other Trista, my love. Hey there, how are you? Welcome, sweetheart. How are you running on adrenaline in 4 hours? Oh yeah, I did for 4 hours for years. But as old tots, we can do this. It was like a while back, quite a few years back in South Africa. My team was little kids, like the preschool kids, nursery school kids, and grannies. It's like, what kind of a team have you got, girl? But hey. It depends how you do those. If you can work with those hours, it's like on the 1.5. So that's when you get the best sleep. It's like the rhythm. So if you sleep for 3 hours or 4.5 hours, so you work it out on the 1.5, or you can even divide that into half, because then you have a complete cycle of sleep. So just, you know what? Sometimes I'm just like, I actually slept through the alarm. I don't know where. I've got to reschedule my sleep schedule again, but it's okay. So it's just like some beautiful, because we're so privileged to have. Well, I am anyway, and I share him abundantly with you. His energy. Oh, Shiva, the beautiful Lord of the Dance. He's dancing, guys, dancing, drumming. What was I thinking about? Drumming. I don't know what I was thinking about drumming. I don't know. I was thinking about a lot of things passed through my head. Anyway, bless the space, open it up with divine fragrance and divine energies, and we welcome in the healing and the essence and the visitation and the return of the blue beings. We thank you, beloved Shiva, beloved Ganesha, blessed Mother, for this beautiful time that we are alive and walking through this incredible energy and through the gates of this 11:11 portal, which is tomorrow. It's like, oh my God, it's here already. Before I forget, so it's ding a little bit. because we want to bring in some nice frequency. I was bewailing my fate. I have all these singing bowls, and I have all these crystals, and I have all these beautiful things. But yeah, it's actually what it is for all of us. It's for everybody. As I just say, is to shine. The rest is actually a bonus, what we have. But it's for all of us. It's just to shine, 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 and anchor your light, and be the light, and be a conduit of light upon the planet. And the more you can do that, the better it is for the planet right now. It's really quite simple. Integration. Yeah, it's, well, this is, so we'll get there as well. We've got a really an interesting, because from the 11/11 to the solstice, to the winter solstice, is 40 days. So that's another very, very interesting portal. So yeah, I hope you've got a nice meditation or a group that you've lined up for tomorrow. I think it's actually the first time for years. I might still do Kelly Kilodny's thingamajiggy, whichever. I've done all of it for quite a few years, but I was thinking, no, I'm going to be overwhelmed, and I just don't know if I want to do that one right now. I mean, I absolutely adore her. I have such deepest gratitude and respect. She reminds me so much of my mother. Though I'm older than her, I think, but that doesn't matter. She just two. Did you get snow? Did anybody get snow yet? Oh, the computers are weird. That's why I'm so late, because when I sat down to get onto preparing for today, and just because I've got it, I'll just whatever I'm doing. But everything had completely shut down. I had to really start everything again. So I wasn't very happy with that. But anyway, it is what it is. Freezing temp. Okay. Yeah, we also had a bit of cold last night. I know. So do I. I also don't like to turn on the heating. I like to sit with a blanket on my legs for as long as possible, or around my shoulders. It's kind of just slowly gearing up into winter. Otherwise, the winter gets very cold. It's long enough. But if you're in New York gets pretty cold as well. Hey, you have that wind. The wind is horrid. Okay, so wow. And yeah, I'm just so bilocating. It's like, don't know where I am. The headspace is like wild, but it's fun. So these always take me quietly to Tibet, which is a very nice place to be, or Shangri-La, or whatever you want to call it. A very sacred space there of quietness and stillness and deep contemplation and meditation, or to Mount Kailash, some similar stuff. Okay. I'm feeling one is just, that was very clear as a bell. Oh, let's do an orb card. It's difficult for me to read, but let's do an orb card. I'm kind of enjoying them. So, wow, yeah, dancing with so many energies. There we go. That one. Oh, full of rainbows. I'm sure we've had this one before. Oh, no, it's the sacred number 13. So the 12 club What is the 12 club? I mean, is this the DNA club? The 12 disciple club? I'm missing. So, integration time. Integration of the last how many? Don't be overwhelming. Million years. It's coming to such an interesting point. You know, even if one just thinks like 12,000 or 26,000 years, it's like a lot of big time. As I said, the times that they give us, the archaeology, they really like they out. So don't get too focused on the time, and don't get into arguments with anybody about the time frame. I think for me, let's read this Orbi thing. It's very beautiful. Let's see if you can see. Can you see how pretty it is? Can you see? It's like, that's what I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot of rainbows for a long time. Well, you know, for a long time I've been doing the rainbow body, but I was so blessed to be like anointed and initiated by the rainbow. Where I had that rainbow, literally the end of the rainbow in front of me. And that was like, yeah, that was very, very special. So I like those 3D things. So this is number, and it's got lots and lots. Oh, it's got lots of people in here. A lot of, we're bringing in the Archangel Uriel, Michael, Metatron. I'm working a lot with Metatron, Gabriel and Raphael, with Serapis Bey, Paul the Venetian, Lord Maitreya, Mother Mary, and a few spirits. So we've got quite a collection of people. Oh, thank you so much for being there. Yeah, Mother Mary, she comes to me a lot. And yeah, Metatron. I work quite a bit with Maitreya at the moment as well. Well, the other guys, not so much. I did a while back with Serapis Bey, but hey, sometimes my house gets very, very full, and I have to like clear it out a bit and start again, and just keep them there. And I'm working a lot with the but hopefully you all are seeing a lot of the blue energy. Just like embrace it and allow it in and welcome it in. Just be open to it, whichever way it's going to lead you. Yeah. This orb gives you a boost. Oh, yes. This is what we need. A boost on your ascension pathway. Ask these archangels to enfold you and the masters to support you. I read Sunport You, which is kind of, it's like going through these amazing sun portals right now. So try and get as much sun and just like absorb the sun. I mean, the sun is working overtime. We've got Yuki, we've got like 3-Eye Atlas and that other dude. I keep forgetting its name, which is actually making a big appearance tomorrow. They're not comets because they don't have tails. Sorry, I need to just do my dog. Okay, but let's just support us so that you receive their light and protection. Your guidance is to accept their energy and live at a 5th dimensional level. Oh, I'll read that again just now because that's exactly what this portal is all about. Oh, I will be back. Here's your water. Oh, this is the hat. Oh. Now my body is like those lost spirits. If you've got a pen, maybe you want to have a look who these guys are, if any of them like are kind of jumping out for you. Ariel and Michael. I like Michael. I don't use him enough. I have used him a lot, but I think because he's also with this incredible sapphire blue. Metatron, I'm like just feeling I'm really going to be diving again into Metatron, or allowing him to like guide me a lot again. Gabriel is our messenger and Raphael is our healer. But if you look them up, you know, the words that you meant to see will jump out for you if you want to look at them. With Serapis Bay, I can't remember who he was right now, to be honest. But they are the Ascended Masters, part of the Ascended Masters who are in Tibet. Paul the Venetian, Lord Maitreya, who is the return of the part of the Christ energy for now. He's like really very it's like connected to Melchizedek. Mother Mary, I do like Mother Mary. She's very, very sweet. And spirits. And spirits, those pesky spirits, the ones we didn't see. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I do Mother Mary and that sweet, sweet, kind, gentle side. So, our beloved PG. What a brave boy we have there. Ay, 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 ay. Ah. It's very like harsh terrain. I mean, I tune into it like very little because it's really just too much for me right now to deal with that. But I like just like support him with the cold and sweetness of energy that I have. But that black and red, it's so primal. It's before the water. You know, I can deal with the water. And those the Syrians come for me. It's very much the Syrians. Obviously, I'm working with other things as well. They're just popping in, but I do like the Syrians for now. But if you saw the volcano even erupted yesterday for a few hours. I was looking at she's not joking. I mean, she's like erupting like 1,500 meters into the sky with her like bright red fireworks. So there's PG like dancing in the fire with her. So those energies are like seriously intense. I mean, they're intense enough for us just to think about. Christine, hello, welcome, my love. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So we've got a lot of like really big energies pumping around the place over there. He's finding it. I won't say it's not easy. It's challenging. Hey, I know it's like, but we know he's such a brave boy. But it's you know, you can't escape those energies. I mean, where he is, he's been literally living on this black volcanic rock. And the sea sand is black. I mean, it's very black. It's very like volcano. It's very ancient, very primal. He's had some beautiful insights into her, but very brief and very fleeting. It's like, did you see it? But yeah, there's the energies that are that side. And as I was saying, I feel like I'm really like in the middle between Grace and PG, which I knew for a while. I mean, that was a stand there anyway for anybody for a long time, for years, just throwing stuff off my lotus. But PG's 10 hours back and Grace is 10 hours forward. She's doing some really awesome stuff as well, really connecting big time into the dream time. And I think I will speak to her soon. I haven't spoken to her, just like messaged, but like huge, overwhelming. Like, that energy is also very, very big in Australia. Yeah? The old Aborigines that have really been extremely protective. They're very ancient. They hold very, very strong memory, and they don't want anybody to touch their stuff. They're so protective over it. So, yeah, so there's lots of big stuff going on. So, you guys just know this is going on. So, if you're feeling it going on, just like do your own brave stuff. You know, we've all got to just be brave and fun and try and make it as fun as possible. Just like don't go down that shitty rabbit hole, you know. And it's like, I think my big thing is like, does it matter? Does some of this stuff matter? We're moving into, well, I am, I hope, I'm sure, moving into a new space where I want to really like restructure my DNA, restructure my body, and it takes a lot of, it's like all those millions and billions and trillions of little cells, and each one has got a memory. And oh my goodness, what was that? That each cell, each DNA has got like a little copper antenna. I mean, our body is just extraordinary. So we actually like out there putting these billions of little antennae, copper antennae up to like collect energy and yeah, sun rays and new codes and rainbows and but we said this a while ago. There's just so much energy, so it's like just everybody's coming to the party and coming more and more. I don't think, I mean, they are, but they're not. Obviously, they are, but the Syrians are about to come in big time. I mean, they're obviously all here around, but they've sent their scouts, but they will be making a much bigger appearance. And hopefully after this portal, some of us can move on off to Venus. And as I said, just don't forget it's 40 days. So, you know, try and use that space quite beautifully for yourself. I'm not sure what you want to do with that space. For me, if you know me, I still jump back into the Shiva stuff, into the Vedic stuff, because it has all these beautiful stories, which I don't think are stories. I haven't really dipped deep into those. I've just like get these flashes in my meditations and visitations of what I'm doing and what's happening, and just trying to hold that, the focus of a new earth and that energy for longer and longer and longer and longer. I can remember my teacher, Master Co, Mr. Co at the time, telling us how to like focus. He said, you look at this like your life depends upon it, because maybe one day it will. And it's kind of maybe one day it will. So it's improve your focus. Yeah. Going into these, I don't know where I'm going, but that's it. So you can just like keep looking around. It's with the eyes and like just staring at your finger. And you can do these at the traffic light, just like for those seconds, but like absolute pure focus. Yeah. It's just strengthening the muscle of the brain. So let's just have a look and say Grace is doing really beautiful stuff. I've been working a lot with the platonic solids and flowers. It was so much this. When was that? I don't know. As I say, I lost like a lot of brain space. I lost a lot of brain space. But it's just this, oh, blessed Ganesha. Doesn't he look so grown up there? just leading us through this beautiful portal and protecting us. I did have a nice thing. No, I didn't think it was so nice, but let's do it anyway. Because we want him definitely at the party. I am very pleased. And do whatever you just like him, because his whole story is that he will lead the mother. She created him for that, with a lot of like powers from her buddies, and then he was blessed by Ganesha and by Brahma, and he's absolutely devoted to the mother and will go slightly ahead of her just to clear the way. So however you wish to create that image in your life, just know that it's an angel, if it's Michael or Gabriel or one of the ascended masters, like guiding your way. If it's the Christ energy, that's what it's all about. It's about rescuing the divine female Christ energy, the Sophia, in different ways. She's really, yeah. So everybody's doing that. Okay. Beloved Ganesha, radiant Lord of all beginnings, protector of the heart's sacred path, we call upon your luminous presence. Through the golden gates of 1111, let your light pour forth. Streams of joy, wisdom, and divine strength flowing through every cell of creation. With your radiant trunk of grace, sweep away the veils of fear and doubt. With your eyes of compassion, reveal the truth of love and eternal flame. We stand before you in reverence, children of light, awakening to our divine codes, DNA spiraling in harmony with your rhythm of joy. Bless us, O Ganesha, with strength rooted in peace, with laughter that heals the earth, with love that knows no end. Let your cosmic drum resound through all realms, announcing new birth, new balance, new beauty. Through you we remember, we are blessed, we are protected, we are free. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. A whole new time is upon us, a whole new energy, a whole new cosmic dance. The drums are really, I mean, whatever music you're listening to, but I was just tuning into drums, and how powerful they are in calling and awakening the energy, especially like the tribal drums. So music is taking on a whole new turn as well. And obviously frequency and elevating frequency, but yeah, it's not all like celestial. Some of it's really deep drumming because that awakens your energy. So we're going to have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people waking up. It's going to be really interesting. It's like, what have we woken up into? Don't know. So let's just, as I say, have a look at some pretty pictures, what I've done, and then I hope you've got somewhere nice to go and meditate tomorrow, that you've got a nice meditation for the 1111. This is that portal. I keep seeing this portal very similar to this, and it's really vibrating. So it's this, the pillars are very much like the high priestess that I keep seeing that we're going through. And she is the sacred. She's like the first card. Is she the first card? Yeah. She's the new beginning, the high priestess in the tarot card deck. And she sits and she with compassion and love, she holds the portals of everything. But for me, it's really nice to know that she's got Ganesha and she's got Shiva. Oh, those were once upon a time. Let's not go there. Ah, yeah, they're back, guys. That's what we were. Yeah, that was it. That was Friday was wild for me. But these are the geoglyphs, and they've definitely coming back. The gods are real. Some are seeing them more and more. She's just awesome. Oh, this one is just so beautiful. Just holding that. That's what I'm holding right now at the moment, with lots of these rainbow orbs all over. It's like raining these. It's like popcorn, but those beautiful colors, and just singing that into creation. Who was it? Oh, Angela was just saying that she just had like the spontaneous singing during, I think it was Truth Wave today. Just allow that song, please. Don't stop your song. If it wants to come out, if you want to if you want to make any weird and wonderful sounds, please do them. Now you might hear them in your head for a long time, but more and more now I really hear the sacred Om in my head, and it's like, okay, just tune into it. And where's it going? Just like follow that Om. Takes you into a really beautiful space. Listen to, hear what's jumping into your head, Obviously keep yourself reasonably protected, but and be open to being contacted. If you want, you don't have to be. If you don't want to, that's also fine. Up to you. But to your guides, to your God, to I think it's very difficult to do this on your own right now. I've tried to do this on my own for way too long. Yeah. So it's like time to surrender more and more. And just let the higher beings, let your soul family just take over. Very big energies right now, and gratitude. Don't forget that little humble thing called gratitude. It's going. There's, if I have any like big words for right now, it's gratitude that you actually hear where you are. Sometimes when I see the world, I think, oh God, what on earth has happened out there? But that's okay. And then going within and just getting into that still point. But those are just also beautiful ways when you hear those sacred Grace. Hello, my beautiful. Yes. So Grace, that's what I'm holding today. Isn't that beautiful? And just see what Grace is picking up. Yeah. I'm just pouring this energy as it comes, whatever comes. I mean, there is some kind of theme in it, but it's just to be in a vessel, to the water all the time. But if you're not on the thing, just please go and have a look what Grace is doing in PG. And some beautiful art going on. Where else was I? Grace, have you just woken up there? I'm late on today because I've been having such glitches with my computer. And where am I? My eyes are closing up. That's fine. There we go. It's my love for today. Oh, that was a little while back. But been holding this for a while. And that portal, that's the portal that I'm really holding. It's really fabulous. But it's like pulsates. I just do it very quickly for myself. I don't get in. Grace has really been so blessed with creating amazing stuff. Grace, I was just like maybe talking completely out of turn, but just for you. And and of course, always the mother. Always mother for. It's a Grace and I really do the mother. I know, like when we do oh, Grace dreams. We see things differently. PG does other stuff, the way that he gets stuff, and it's just so wonderful because we do these differently. So each person is totally unique how we get things. You know? Grace is a big dreamer, and she draws and writes. I do what I see very often with my eyes open. And obviously, sometimes meditation, if it's like big and powerful enough. If I dream, that's a real bonus, and I really listen to it. But I don't do much dreaming. Maybe it'll come another time. Why was I? Oh, yeah. I was just thinking how, because I was just saying how challenging the energies are in Hawaii because of all that volcanic rock, and the volcano actually even erupted yesterday. She erupted for quite a few hours, and as I said, not joking, she was spewing like stuff like 1.5 thousand, 1,500 meters in the sky. So that's like a lot of like spewing going on. She really was spitting hard. But he's had such an amazing time. I mean, obviously he'll tell you about it as well, but he didn't quite swim, but they were very near him, very, very near dolphins. But still, the energy, was just talking about the energy and how brave he is. But you too, going to Australia, yeah. But we somehow, absolutely, this is just what we just like, and thank God for the work that we're all doing. Yeah, we're just like putting it out visually, which is really wonderful, or just whatever, talking about it. But I think that the energies in Australia must have hit you quite big, because they're very primal of energy there. It's not. It's quite. I've never been to Australia, so I wouldn't know. But I know that the energies in South Africa are quite wild, but very different. Yeah. I mean, I do miss. I'm really sad that I'm. Sorry, my dog wants something. Please stop. Please don't do this. Please don't. I know you're all out of sorts as well. I'm sorry. You're all of us. All of us. All of us. Oh, and my thing the other day, this is what I'm being called to do, and I don't know when I'm going to get the time to do it. I will do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. Is to work hugely with the 5 elements again. Shiva's really been dancing in my space. Because that's on Namah Shivaya is yeah, Grace, really big time respect, honey. Big time. And here it's like this panzer, it's like a metal. PG just laughed. He said, yeah, I can use some of these like fire energies, these volcanic energies. You got to blast through that stuff. Oh, it's like, no. Grace has got pounding energies. I've got to go pound at the energy. And PG is doing some very, that's hard. I think the volcanoes were there before the water. It's like really old primal beginning when the earth was just spewing fire. Some very big stuff. I don't envy him. I really don't. I don't envy him at all. But he's been blessed. He has been beautifully blessed, and he does a lot of blessing as well, obviously. So he has been very tenderly received by the mother there in all her different ways. I think it's so different when one like kind of learns and you can integrate and you can like tune in, but when you actually hit that soil in a place and you come like really confront that energy in its own space, it's a whole completely different vibe. You know, I don't know how I would feel when I actually get one day when I get to Egypt, if I ever want to. When you're actually on that earth, it's very different. And especially, obviously, if you're more sensitive, you really feel it. You hear it loud. Yeah. So, yeah, just holding this portal right now, it's just important. And this is the five pillars, the five. So, yeah, work hugely with your senses. It's actually a nice one to work with, and it's the platonic vibrate to the platonic solids. They vibrate to the five major planets. They are the building blocks of everything. I saw somewhere that something like blasted into Venus and actually deposited like all sorts of new things like water. I just thought, okay, that was also very interesting. I mean, but I also wonder, like, how do they know this stuff? These planets are so far away. So how can they, like, anyway, we won't ask too many questions. They tell us all these things and then we don't know. And sometimes, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, working with the five, back to my Shiva stuff. And I've been working hugely here with Shiva's hair, which I did quite a while ago as well. It's a lot. Which is it's the whole cosmos, and it's called Indra's Web, which is, yeah, all those, it's all the plasma. It's it's like the mycelium, but of the cosmos. Yeah. Filled with love and laughter. And then I just love him because he's got the snake around his neck, which is like this. He's kind of tamed those nagas and those ancient. He holds them, he controls them, which is good to know, when we're dealing with reptilians, because reptilians have been just given a bad name. I think, as I've said before, there are definitely two sides. Um, there are good ones, and there are like not so good ones. So just important to, that you don't get too stuck. Yeah, and that's just, I think, why I do is that they're back. They really here whatever you want to call them, the ancient gods, those that gave agriculture and instructions to humanity, which was not the first creation. They came, many of them, after the flood, that great big water, the deluge, and they came with some knowledge to help humanity to be kind of nice, and Australia and Africa are full of that. But then and obviously the Hopi Indians, they do a lot with the Palladians. But they're back, like, what did you do with the stuff we gave you? We've come now, it's the day of reckoning. Are you cutting up your fruit and looking at the pretty pictures in it? You're creating things. What are you creating? So, yeah, moving into the new earth. And as I say, I don't know what's right now. That's just my space about how much actually really matters. What matters is moving through with new DNA and new powers, and allowing those powers to germinate and to take root and to change us. And obviously, hugely, to be protective of the young children and to put this incredible protection out there so that they are protected. When we think, oh, that's awesome. I know everybody's doing their crazy thing, and Millie's doing her kids, and it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, we just all doing what we can do, yeah, and it's just what's important right now. Yeah, it's all just really quite so simple, but we just make it so complicated. But then again, we just keep going through more and more layers of what BS we kind of landed ourselves into on this planet. And for us, we've still got to unpick it a lot and like remove ourselves from it. Layer by layer by layer by layer. But just do it, the main focus is to create, and just to create new energies and to hold those energies, and that's what I think anyway, and to just like be a conduit of light. It's really, really important. Yeah, there we go. It's up and down, but determined, and just like, okay, so just refocus. It is almost like a battle, but it's not really. I don't like to say it's kind of more fun than that. Regroup. Which way are we going through now? Just like keep going, guys. I'm sure we'll all be doing some beautiful dreaming. It's interesting. I was looking at just very briefly. I'm not even looking at. I don't know. I just heard somewhere very briefly that I think we've got Mercury going retrograde. I really don't even want to know much of that. Got more than enough pouring flowers and platonic solids and rainbows and holding those. That's very difficult. It's like it really takes a lot of focus and concentration. The other thing I'm working with, to work with my brain, it's to get that focus, is to wake up in the morning, or even if you wake up in the night, and to count backwards and see where you get stuck from 100. Try to focus, because you might get to 80 and then it's like, oh, no, where was I? Or you might get to 20. It's really good, but you want to get all the way. And that's like an amazing amount of beautiful focus, just to count backwards. It doesn't take long. Well, it depends, because when you mess it up, you're going to start again. You just got to keep your brain going in that space. Just little tricks. Yeah, it's like, are there new chakras? All this color I'm doing, but are they there? Is the color there anymore? Or is it new color? Or is it just energy that we're working with? Are we just working with frequencies? Is our body still making all these chemicals? I don't know. Um, oh, I wanted to know, are you staying with your son? Yeah, it's important if you can get some alone time. Oh yeah. And it takes effort, you know. It gets easier and easier. Um, I'm sorry if I use those words and tell you it takes effort, but I find it takes a lot of effort to be nice sometimes, you know. It's like yeah. And the universe and the other and the our visitors that are pouring in. Um, so many, and for so many that we don't even know from where they're coming from, but hugely the Palladians right now, and ah, the Andromedans. For I'm not tuning into that really. I know some other people do, and that's fine. Thank goodness somebody else does it. I can't do it all. I don't particularly like working. Well, I mean, don't mind working with the Palladians, but it's not my group that I really work with. But I'm just there. Yeah. There's a lot of like stuff going on where it's like you might almost it's like witnessing things in your life and they can be really it's like they happen to somebody else. That like chemical imbalance that well it's not imbalance because all of these things create chemicals in our body. So we get addicted to that drug of the chemical. But that's what's happening right now. It's things are like vibrating, moving to a new frequency. So before our body would run on, on chemicals that our body made, you know, hormones, all of those things that we were so deeply affected by. But that just reminds me that no poisons will affect us. Yeah, none of those chemicals that our body makes, and we make them all. I mean, it's insane what our body. It's incredible. Um, but that we're moving more into frequency and even like the DMT, because that's obviously, you know, like when I see this stuff, it's obviously the third eye and DMT that's awakened, or I get these like incredible, like it's like a bang. I can almost hear it. It's like in my head, and then it's like it's been bright blue, like visions of bright blue stuff, sapphire blue. Um, but it's also like I think it's moving. Oh, obviously, it is DMT, but I think it's also moving into frequency, which is slightly different. It's a new way. So, which works with the new healing that's coming on the earth. And then please don't get too stuck in the healing, healing, healing. People like to be sick. They like to have sick bodies. It's like really, um, I don't know why humanity. I think it's. I was thinking about that actually. I think it's about attention. We don't get enough love and attention as children, which we should be absolutely adored and be given total attention, not just by our families, as the old cultures say that it takes a whole village to bring up a child. So everybody in the village like loves and adores the children. we've put ourselves behind our walls, and it's okay, things will change. And maybe they won't, I'm still very wary of going out of my walls. Robin, hello, my love. Thank you for popping through. Yeah. And just to be so aware. Teeny was saying that earlier of what we're saying, because we are really walking in miracle moments right now. So watch what you think, watch what you think, watch what you think. Change it quickly if you go down. Don't go down those holes, because you really don't. See them and let them go. We've been speaking about this for a long time. See it, let it go quickly. Let it go quickly. Transmute it. Laugh at it. Say thank you for that experience. Because I'm still getting, I'm sure we are, I'm still getting a lot of stuff. It's like, where on earth was that hiding in my brain? Not one, everything's coming up for review. So it's, oh God, those were stupid days. You know what? I spoke to it. Beautiful. He was so wonderful the way he said it. He was my gardener in South Africa called Shepherd, this Zimbabwean guy. And how did he put it? Because he had a child from when he was young. And he said, how did he put it? I mean, I can get the energy in myself, but it was like, I was foolish, or I did stupid things when I was young. But he had just had so much love and forgiveness. It was just so much like, I was young, I did stupid things. So he kind of looked after this child that he'd had when he was very young. Sort of whatever, came back and had been maltreated by whatever. But he said, no, I did stupid things when we were young. But the smile, and it was so, what I'm offering, I can't put it the words, but just give yourself that compassion and that just total quick forgiveness. Really, don't go there. We all did stupid things. Yeah. It's terrible, hey? Deb said, the hurt child. And men, we tend to think, because they've been told to be so, but men have more tender hearts than women. Women are a lot stronger. They've actually proved that, even just with the pain threshold, that whole thing about man flu. How bad they want them to have a little bit of flu. And it's really true. They feel it very, very differently, completely differently. So we are built very differently. It's not better or worse. It's just we're built differently. We're not the same. No. Listen to my nose, but it could be the incense. I think I've just had such head just had such a hammering from the migraine. I haven't been sick for a long time. Foot. It's just the migraines I do get, and I don't get headaches anymore. But I get when I don't get a headache, I get a migraine. But they say here a lot it's the weather. It's okay. It's okay. So what I was just if you want to maybe embrace it more regularly as a permanent thing on your altar in your life, is to work with. I like to work with the 5 elements. You can work with the 4. But because we're moving into this, and it's yet again, we will be working constantly with platonic solids and geometries, new geometries coming out, new formulas. It's all geometry, it's all sacred maths, it's all color, everything. It's all like maths, mathematical formulas, fabulous creation, yeah, swirlings. Yeah. So work with I do need to put. I'm not sure when I'm going to put it together. I do want to have it ready by next year, so that's fine. But you just figure out. That's interesting because the throat is talking our truth. And Australia's like, God bless it, but like South Africa and all the heavily colonized countries, they have a lot of like, they do have reckoning to do. Sorry if I'm sounding harsh. I don't know another way to say it. Somebody else can say it sweeter, which is why I offered the Ho'oponopono prayer just to stop. A little while ago, and it's going to be all over. I mean, I actually felt like shamed for her. Nothing personal, Grace, because we have them in South Africa, but it was an Australian young lass who was now trumpeting about the old people there. And the one thing that they do have is community, and we really need to emphasize and look after the community. And maybe we could learn a little bit about community from them. And it was like the way she was carrying on, I was actually feeling so embarrassed for her. I could be wrong, but yeah, so you're going to get, it's like, oh, she got any idea of what went on or what's going on. You know, you're not the superior white person looking for little breadcrumbs that the sacred ancients are going to offer you. You should be on your knees begging for help, not forgiveness, begging for help and healing. And they'll give it to us, but we don't. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little harsh here, but that's how I do think. Let's just cut to the chase and move on. But yeah, the Ho'oponopono prayer. It's really, really sacred. But yeah, that sore throat, because that's talking one's truth, hey? My dog's been like really very, oh God, nausea. Oh, I can hardly eat, my love. It's been so nasty. But it's also been from the big, it's now I can't eat. It's like big waves of nausea. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, most have no, yeah. And I want to cry. That's why I mean, I don't know what to do, but I do know what I do, and that's just what I need to do. So just pouring. Whoever picks it up, picks it up. That's what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a bit now, and it's really like just do it, and then I'll get back to my 5 elements. Yeah. Yeah, most have no idea. No, it's so sad. It's like, what stone are you hiding under? It's like, no. Mm, Oh, 32, that's interesting. Ascension symptoms. But again, yeah, just like don't get into them too much. Um, just like carry on. Don't focus too deeply on them. Because the more that you focus on them, the more that they will jump at you, and we don't have time to. And the more that we clean our systems, however you're doing that, as I'd just like to say, just eat the cleanest, the best food and the best water that you can. And it's not for everybody to be vegetarian. It's not for everybody to live on breath, on air. It's not for everybody to do deep fasting. These are all that's why I also, yet again, I love the Hindi stuff, because there's so many different levels of fasting, where you just eat fruit, or you eat dal all day. It depends on the level. Some will do a full fast. I don't think that they must have a dry fast somewhere. But that's the Jews do that very dry fast, and the Muslims do dry fasting. That's like no water. You're not even allowed to swallow your spit, no smoking, nothing. You can't brush your teeth. But they don't like do it on and on and on. They break their fast at night. Yeah. But yeah, I'm finding that the throat stuff very interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Are we supposed to pray for these? I suppose some people will pray for them. It's their job. I don't pray for them. I just pour energy, that nice stuff, and hope that other people pick it up and do something nice with it. And the universe taking. Okay. No, got smacked. That's so nice. Smack, smack. Well, is it? I mean, it's energy. It's like we do it to ourselves. And so they say it's like it's what we draw towards us. I still battle with a lot of that, because it's, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's, yeah. And that's like the finding the place, finding the way where there's no way. And that is like so amazing. Yeah, yeah. And it's just, I keep, hear what I'm saying? We've got 40 days between now and the solstice, December the 21st. Yeah. Fasting's really good, yeah. But yeah, choose, you can fast on. So I don't like, because it's different for different people how you want to fast. And I think it's really important for people to hear themselves. Um, for some it's just like going gently cutting up the sugar. It's different people. But yeah, fasting is very good. Maybe living on the intermittent fasting way as well is also, people find that really good. But then there are other people who just live with the red meat diet, which is really amazing as well for many. But hey, yeah, but fasting is good. It does because it actually takes the energy away, the work away from your digestive system. So your digestive system, and that this is like after a few days when you've stopped like craving food because that's all you think about. Some days can be really harsh. Um, but when you move into that other space, and then it's like, okay, because then it takes energy. You're not using that energy to digest. It takes an enormous amount of energy to work with food. Um, I mean, I knew that if I ate pasta, I would use it as a sleeping tablet. My food, I would just like eat heavy pasta at night. I would fall asleep. So yeah, yeah, it's hard, but yeah, absolutely. Use your imagination. I mean, what do we want? I do. I like sometimes it's like allowed to go. Allow your brain just to go and just. I'm doing that like lately. It's just like what's happening in this new earth. What are the crazy little things that are happening? I just found my glass. I'm so glad. Yay! On the floor. Yeah. As the new human and new cities is the wrong word. But yeah, if you've seen Lucy, you know a lot of that stuff as well, or Strange Days, or X-Men, and all of those things. But as the new children, I mean, this is where we need to protect the energy of the sacred sites because those things are being activated. Um, and not everybody's coming from a space of love because the world is such a mess up. And it's yes, the local indigenous people, there are some very angry people, and you can't blame them. And that most of its abuse is not coming from internal, it's coming from external. Yeah, yeah, here's Bubble the Bubble. Victor is like really, and this whole group, I really need to thank you so much. It's like there are days, especially when I'm not feeling so good, and I think, oh, just really, I'm going to miss. And I just like, it's almost like something just pushes my phone, like my hand, and it's like, just be there. And it's just like, I'm so glad I did the space of love and the space of unconditional caring and just pouring out the energy that I need to do and receiving the love and giving the love. And it's just really beautiful. Yeah. And putting bubbles around. You can put a bubble around New York, you can put a bubble around your park, whatever. Yeah. Because I do think for a while, I mean, this is, we're still walking together on the same kind of planet, but in a very different space. Yeah. Yeah. It's harsh. It's not having people. And I mean, you're in New York, so it's like, so it's big. You feel very, very lonely. Years back in the Christian days, they would say the most lonely person is a woman alone in church. So you can translate that into, and it is like that we go to church, but on your path alone, not sharing. I mean, I don't share with anybody here really. London and nobody. And it's very hard. It's very lonely. because you go through phases where you think you're completely loony. They don't last long, but it's like, what am I doing? You know, and I'm like really grateful for our group, for Josh's group, for this group, yeah. Every day is Christmas. Uh, absolutely. We are the new earth having to deal with the old, with the masses, family, friends, absolutely. No, lucky kid. Yeah, it's like what is the next best thing win? Like, yeah, how much better can it get? When's this next best thing popping up for me? If you look for miracles around the corner, you're going to find them. If you look for boogeymen around the corner, you're going to find them. So it's getting very like clear in the head right now. What we're creating, what we're thinking, the energies are really pulsing out. So just like trying to strengthen those your thought forms. I was talking about it because it's like a whole series of meditations that I did a while ago, and then I went on like a big 6-week retreat. It was really quite 6 days, sorry, not 6 weeks, 6 days. And that was looking at our thoughts very differently, and it's like changed quite a lot for me. So instead of seeing them as thoughts, when thoughts come, stop and see it as color or as geometry or as patterns. So whatever your thought is, just try to stop it. So if it's like some kind of traumatic thought that you're having, just don't do the movie. Yeah. So just stop it and say, okay, well, what does it look like? What's the pattern of it? I don't want to get into that either. You don't want to hold on to those heavy ones. But it's like it's much easier to transform them, and it's like so amazing. Then it's all this like Shiva's hair, all these weird things start flying out of your head, and it's like it's vibrations, yeah. It's these emissions. They're not like blobs. Thought forms can be quite heavy, so it's taking them to another level where they're starting to dance. So it's working with our incredible body. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Don't forget to clean it, the organ out with copper crystals, and helps with yeah, that's very real. The worst is that we're becoming acclimatized to it, and they are programming. I mean, I don't want to get it sounds like so like, but yeah, programming us. Okay, I don't know what does Canada. I don't know. Does Canada have the 5G? Hmm. Yeah, the 3 is coming up hugely again. I mean, I think for most, but it goes through phases as well. I think also what's also is like quite interesting is like, for me, I do things like when I see numbers, or if you keep seeing the numbers, don't it's like, yeah, okay, so we see these numbers, and okay, so now that we know the universe and the angels with us, but sometimes stop maybe and say, okay, well, what was I thinking, or what was I doing when I saw those numbers? Okay. Yeah. Then start yeah, laughter is that's beautiful. Thank you, Grace. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. It is kind of fun to laugh. Actually, I was doing a lot of laugh, but it ended up going into this like I needed to laugh today, and I I was laughing so much that I was crying. But then a little while later, it just started. Maybe I just needed to turn on the waterworks. So then it's like I did like my. How did I get into this situation? Mhm. And that's okay. Whingy, 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 whingy. But it didn't last long. Yeah, humor is great. And creativity, doing something. We sit around and we think about it, but if you get up off your butt and you actually do something, like clean the house or be creative or go and bake cake or make some nice food. And you mustn't make food when you're all miserable. So you have to like put good energy into your food or go for a walk or play with the dog or just, change the situation. So that's like, don't please. We should hopefully be over allowing that shit to like get into our brain for too long. And just look at it also, it's like, oh, this happened to somebody else. And the laughing is absolutely wonderful. Just stop. I know I wrote it on a wall a few years ago. And I just stopped and I laughed 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 at myself. That's some of the best healing that happens when you laugh. But you can make yourself laugh at it, which is great. It doesn't have to be authentic to start off with, but you can by the time you laughing is a very weird thing. When you start it will become real. Yeah. It's so wonderful to laugh at ourselves. Yeah. I thought you were on holiday, Grace. But you don't do so much of that at home. It's just you and beloved Dennis and your Dennis. So there's not so much. And shame, you had quite a big session before you left. But you know what, Grace? I don't know what I remember when my mom came to visit me, and I was kind of the envy of all my friends. She came for 3 months, which was very long. At one stage, I also thought, oh, I miss those. Like 3 months can get a bit much, oh, because it's just. But for 3 months, I didn't have to wash any dishes, and I didn't have to clean my kitchen. I would cook. She didn't cook, so I would cook, and then I could leave. I could eat, and she would clean it all out, and it was all fabulous. And I would just tell my friends and they was like, "Oh, that's absolute heaven." Yeah, it was absolute heaven. So that's how your kids are feeling if you're doing the cleaning and cooking, and it's like heaven for them. Because like in Germany, you don't have like cheap servants, very few, and they're not cooking for you and doing all that stuff anyway. Oh, oh, that's so wonderful. Oh, Dave said sounds wonderful. Those reservations are so sad. But go. Like, I don't know. Go, 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 go. What a good place to go. Yeah. Oh, well, that's absolutely wonderful. Oh, they've been looking forward to it, and it is. It's like such a holiday. Come home. Oh, it always tastes so much better when somebody's cooked for you. Not takeouts. Some love food. Mhm. Oh, that just sounds so. You're going to clear the head. Going to absolutely clear the head. I must say, I don't have a car. I miss so many things. It's almost bewailing my thing. But yeah, I have watched a lot, something which a lot, most of the, and we have it. Yeah. We have a very special energy which the world needs. It's called love or unconditional love or compassion or thoughtfulness or kindness without having to think about it. We're doing spontaneous things because they just are us. Yeah. It's beautiful to share things amongst the family and say, oh, wow, that's a good idea. I can embrace that one. Or you know, maybe Grace doesn't realize how beautiful it is to receive all of the stuff that she's doing. So I've just told her how amazing that was to receive. Just being having the kitchen cleaned. Oh, you have no idea. For 3 months. Oh, I didn't have to do it. Got to get very spoiled very quickly. Oh, beautiful. Oh, massage. Yes. Oh, that's a clever one. An hour. They do, kind of. Oh, that's such a lovely one. That your organs get a massage when you're laughing because they are. They're like jiggling. I mean, how weird is that? That our kidneys have moved and our heart has moved over in the last like 10, 20 years. They're no longer in the same place. My kidneys are still here. And they moved, and they also moved up. So our bodies are already mutating. I mean, it's like we don't use for a long time now, the appendix. But before the heart used to be on the left side, it's now moved more into the middle. And people, and literally, like really, truly, doctors, the kidneys have moved further up the back of the body. So you must go. Oh, hopefully, he'll still be breathing. Is it on the reservation that you can buy cigarettes? I hope they're good cigarettes and not like crappy ones. Because if they're just tobacco, that's great. Tips, please go. We want to hear an update and take photos. Oh, interesting. Was it? Yeah. Robin, that sounds amazing. I kind of look at them and I think, oh, they're so interesting. Hmm. Yeah, also American spirits. I've told that was just so amazing because I'd stopped smoking when I lived in America, and then my daughter came through, then I started smoking again, and I was smoking Marlboro. Now, interesting because I'd been to Canada, and Canada would rather Marlboro would rather not be in Canada than to put the ingredients on the package. So they said they weren't going to put the ingredients. Then I started smoking, and it was like I was quite scared because it was like I just wanted to eat these cigarettes. I didn't want to just smoke them. I wanted to eat them, like 2 or 3 at a time. Um, and obviously, I was thinking about what the heck have they put in this stuff? I've never had this with cigarettes to such an extent. And then I met a girl, and she was smoking American Spirit, and she said, "Try this." And it was so amazing because when you have one of those, they have so many. They don't have all the rubbish inside, and you're really satisfied. You don't want a cigarette again. I mean, we'll have another one later on, but they're very satisfying. Yeah. Wow. You can buy the tobacco and roll your own. Now, cigarettes, I mean, I think compared to Europe, with cigarettes, they're very expensive, but they're still cheapish here. And everybody has the same price. It's very controlled. Like nobody's got, it depends on the brand. The no name brand have cheaper cigarettes, but everybody's got the same price for, like Lucky Strike. Nobody's going to sell it cheaper. Whether it's a cafes are called kiosks or happy shops. Hmm. Oh, you mustn't go leave too late, Debs, because it's going to it's going to be dark. You don't need to travel too much in the dark. Do they also have? I mean, all countries have this incredible tax on cigarettes, so they still make a lot. Yeah, but that's what I was saying a little while ago. Is it's like anything that the white man got hold of, he really he raped, aborted, abused, terrorized whatever he could out of it, from the tobacco to the corn. Corn is not like natural for Africa, so they bleached it, so there's nothing in it in South Africa, and they made the African people eat corn. There's nothing that wrong with it, but it's not natural food for them. It's not our natural food. And obviously cocaine, like really badly abused, opium. These were holy, and they've always been around. They found things like, even with the Venus, those really fat goddesses. So they're really old, and they found like poppy ceremonies with her poppies. So they were like obviously working with poppies as well. They have a lot of but they don't tell us. Very few people know. There's very few books on, and I really, for a while, for a long time, it's like, please let it just stay like that. Because when the white man will get hold of it, he'll just make money out of it. And sadly, he'll make the black people spend money out of on their own stuff. Like there was, oh, for me, it's like as Grace says, people haven't got a clue. Okay, so a while back in South Africa, um, and I'm always interested in cosmetics because my parents made all the cream jars, and for all the for if they had the monopoly, so everybody kind of came to them. So I've always been very interested in the cosmetic stuff. So there's a group of like nice white South African ladies that have now they're making cosmetics, creams, healing creams and lotions out of baobab, out of the baobab tree, cream of tartar, which sort of had healing properties forever and ever and ever. So they are up near the Kruger Park in the very hot areas near Zimbabwe. So what they do is they get the African ladies in that area to collect the cream of tartar, and then they pay them a couple of rand for the cream of tartar. And for me, it's like, guys, why does this picture seem so wrong to me? This is not your tree. Fuck off. Or bring them into the picture, you know? Help them to rather create beautiful creams, packaging, you know, help them. They don't want to just collect yet again. You know, it's like collecting the rubber for the tires for King Leopold. It's the same shit. Give them a deal on the rubber. That's just the way my head thinks. So, you know, with all their herbs, there is one book written by an Afrikaans guy. It's in 2 volumes. What's it called? God's Pharmacy? Something like that. But also very scant knowledge. They don't tell, and they keep their African names, and just absolutely please. You've had so many decades to actually make peace and you didn't. So just like let it be the way it is. What? They only allow 1 pack of 20s to enter into. It's a bit rough. So you're not even allowed to buy a carton. Hmm. Wow. Huh. It's like, I mean, it's so crazy, you know. Like, I mean, growing up in South Africa, we didn't think about it, and I think I'm also like kind of protected or whatever about it because my father made his money making the cigarette dyes. And that little stamp, that's where he started. That little stamp, the name on the cigarette. Apparently now they have it all under one roof. So I can remember I'd go around to all the big companies with him to deliver and get orders. Yeah, but that's how he went off on his own. But I mean, everything was like because also they grew a lot of tobacco in South Africa and in Zimbabwe, big tobacco, British tobacco, especially Zimbabwe, because cigarettes were always much cheaper in Zimbabwe. And it was so weird. You didn't pay tax on it, but what in Zimbabwe at the time, what was then Rhodesia, so you didn't get like 20 cigarettes, you got 19, but you paid for 20. That's how they made the tax. They didn't have that crazy tax stamp. And that in South Africa, even now, is like the illegal cigarettes is huge. Yeah, that's so crazy. Huh? That you can't take in more. I know in France it's got really like difficult. Here, Germany, you can do any of those things. Drugs, sex, rock and roll, you can do. Well, drugs, no, but alcohol, you can drink anywhere without a paper bag, and really anywhere, absolutely anywhere and everywhere. It's the supermarkets here where the most people you have sweets as you go out the checkout. Here they have like alcohol, schnapps. And it's very, very reasonable. And then each supermarket have their no-name brand, which is excellent alcohol. There's no cheap alcohol here. They don't use bad ingredients. And it's really very dark. People drink a lot here. Um, you know, sex is crazy here as well. The laws. But that's what I mean. I keep saying it's like, and smoking, you can smoke. You can smoke. It's about the only thing that they lock up because for alcohol, not for alcohol so much, but for cigarettes, you've got to produce your ID, and I think you've got to be 18. I think it's 18 to smoke. And it's the one thing that they do lock up. It's not like because people will steal cigarettes. So it's terrible. So you've got to open this little cabinet and then it shouts out loudly. And everybody knows you've like got cigarettes. But they've got all these weird things to make cigarettes here. So you can roll and then you get, I don't know if you get them in America, you get this funny little machine. I don't know what it's called. I would call it the tic-tac or the tic-tac. And you get empty cigarette papers with a filter, and it's an empty thing. So you buy it's like these huge buckets of tobacco, and then you put it in this little machine, your paper, your empty paper, and you fill that up with tobacco, and then you go chick, chick, and you have this perfectly made filled cigarette. But I don't smoke that much. Sometimes I have my little moments. But yeah, when I did, then I would like some Sunday night you'd sit for an hour making cigarettes, tick, 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 which is also quite nice sometimes because some of them only made half a cigarette. And I kind of liked that because I don't like a whole cigarette. Half a cigarette was enough, especially if I was working or at school. So it was just enough to like get that like tobacco. But yeah, but they advertise. I think it must be one of the last countries in the world where they have serious cigarette advertising. You know, if you walk into like a cafe here, it's just cigarettes, advertised cigarettes, sponsored clocks, watches, pinball machines, you name it, all by like cigarette places. It's true, hey? They say it's 15 seconds. Okay. Yeah. It's not the roly one here, Grace. It's one you actually buy the things. You buy this whole box of. It looks like cigarettes, except there's no tobacco in them. And then you. It's a lot cheaper than buying cigarettes. See you, my loves. Go and drive well and have the most amazing time, Debs. Please. We want you to report back. I will be on live tomorrow. I won't be long because I've got a meditation. I've got a but I don't want to overwhelm myself. I miss beading. I miss so many things. So that's why I just like big pretty pictures in the sky. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I didn't get drowned. I sidetracked myself in a million directions. But yeah, I did. I started. Yeah, it's just to bring in the 4 elements, all the 5 elements in your home. Like, so that's fire, a crystal for earth, water, or you can use salt for earth. So I like the 5 elements. So that's wood. And wood, the tree. You know that is the most valuable commodity in the whole universe. It's not gold or diamonds or anything like that. Those you can find planets made of diamonds and gold all over the place, but you can't find trees. And what's amazing is that even when you cut a tree and you use it, make something out of wood, it's still living. It's still alive. It's like, when you start to think about that, it's like totally amazing. It's really extraordinary. Oh, that's amazing. I used to do cross stitch and then samplers. Yeah. No, doing stuff with your hands is really special. I say when I used to roll cigarettes, I mean, I started a long time. I was actually just an excuse because I smoked marijuana, so and I didn't get into trouble for having some cigarette papers. But it's because you stop and you think before you have a cigarette, yeah? You don't, flower power. You know, that is so amazing. If you see flowers or you create flowers, these are like amazing thought forms and creating peace and energy and just like whole new beginnings and sacredness on the earth when you like creating with flowers. Huge healing. Flowers are so beautiful. We don't take time to look at them. We need to stop and look how they shimmer. And when you pick them, they don't have that shimmer anymore. They're like glowy stuff. And all flowers have that glowy stuff. Like they've been dipped in opalescent dust. Oh, flowers are so pretty. Flowers are so perfect. I mean, just stop and look, pick a flower and pick its petals. It's, talk to the flower and say thank you, but just take time to look how absolutely perfect they are. Even those like teeny weeny little things, like those little grass things, that grow in the grass. They look like chrysanthemums. I mean, they're just so perfect, and they're just such perfect geometry. Oh, I used to embroider um, when I waited for the children with their extramurals, because if I read, then I had to continue reading. But embroidery, I could just put in the cubbyhole. I can't read a pattern. I can't knit, but I can knit. I taught myself to, and I would just like knit, and everybody would laugh at me in the family. They all like to laugh at me a lot. But I did create a lot of really interesting looking jerseys for my kids and for myself that were like really popular. Like when I left for America, so like kids, a lot of Melissa's friends, that's all they wanted were my jerseys. Please give us your jerseys. We want your jerseys. So they were like interesting, but I didn't use a pen. I know when I first started doing one, and it was like you can't see how big it was, because I'm bored. I get bored very quickly, so it had to be like reasonably thick wool, double knit or whatever, and like reasonably big needles. Not those jumbo needles. That was like really cheating. But yeah, they would just laugh at me because I do not knit like none of this. But yeah, it's so interesting. I mean, my mother taught my sister to do all these things, and she didn't teach me. I had to just like figure it all out, sewing, knitting. And it's so interesting. I have a friend in South Africa. She actually teaches. She's head of the department. Or whatever, dress design or whatever is from the government stuff. She had been for years. And her stuff at home, because she taught herself to sew. And when I look at it, I think, the way she makes her clothes, and like we're just so similar. There's something about teaching yourself to do these things that has its stamp on it. It's like very interesting. Hmm. Oh, okay. I can't read. Can you read a pattern? I can't read a pattern. I mean, I suppose I could if I wanted to, but I don't. Did I ever make boots for, you had to do those at school. When I was growing up, we had, I hope they still have it. The boys had to do woodwork and we had to do domestic science. And then obviously you stopped it when you got to it, but that was class 8 and 9 in high school, which was good. But you had to learn sewing, and you had to like, I'm trying to think, that I definitely didn't knit booties. I don't remember knitting them, or if I did, I was way too stoned to remember knitting booties. What happened to the booties? I do remember my teacher taking my sewing and throwing it across the classroom and telling me, "This is nanny sewing. Who taught you to do this? Yeah, no, this is nanny sewing." And then you make like a lot of money by doing design, clothing design, and sewing your own things, sewing stuff. Um, hmm. My mother's one half sister. She makes really like big, interesting stuff. She likes to knit all those complicated patterns and things, socks and booties. It's a national pastime here. I don't know if down south, but now they come up and you can buy all this amazing wool. and real wool to make socks, and all the ladies knit socks. And the other nice thing that they knit, which is like especially if you knit, is they do these arm things. Very popular here. So there's some really beautiful, like they'll knit them and then they'll put lace on the end. Those are the like really yummy ones. But they just go over the wrist. Makes such a difference, eh? You just keep your wrists warm. I love those things. I have a lot of those kind of things when it gets winter. Yeah, but socks are a big thing. Yeah, all women knit socks, so they all come out. I think they do. They still sew and knit here, which is great. I mean, it is great. Mm. What do they call those things for your arms? I don't know. And then I know we used to call them, like long back when they became popular in the 80s, they were called slouch socks or something like that. That was when people did aerobics, ankle warmers. So they do a lot of that stuff here as well. Those things really work to keep you warm. Because it does get quite good. It can get to like -14 here. We haven't had that for a while, but that's kind of cold. It's cold outside. Mm. Laura, this is not a lady. This is Shiva. This is handsome, the man himself. Oh, I have such this passion for this guy. And just more and more and more. He's like everything. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Like every time I go outside, it's like a slightly different golden color walkway to walk on. Coppery. Today it was more copper. Yesterday it was still gold. So, but I'm not quite sure if I am going to be happy for winter. Oh, I had a little taste this morning and it didn't feel good. It really didn't. Wow. Out of the, it takes like 10 minutes at the door to put on the gloves and the hat and the scarf and the jacket and the other jacket and the rain thing and the umbrella and the boots and then don't forget the keys and the doggy poo bags. Oh, I don't like all of that dressing up. It's like, but it does make a difference to keep your ears warm. Yeah, Shiva, 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 Shiva. Yeah, he holds all creation within his hair. I was shown and doing this meditation on Shiva's hair and how he holds all the cosmos and creation there. And I was just reminding us that Om Namah Shivaya is the 5 elements. So Shiva holds the 5 elements. Mm. And it's like colors. Who's seeing colors in the sky? I mean, when I go outside, not every day, but sometimes it's like you can see like everything's like linked together. It's like threads. Oh, just. I mean, some days it actually it wasn't so bad today. Yeah. All the glitchings, it's such fun. Cosmic Candy. I'm reading weird stuff. It says Cosmic Unity, but I prefer to look at Cosmic Candy right now. I'm just at the moment. I'm just over all of this. Like what a fish paste bullshit. Like words. I just want candy. I want love. I want like a whole new beginning. I want like. I was just feeling the other day in Truth Wave. I was like. Just wanted to grab everybody, and I think I did in a way. It was like grab everybody's hand and just like say, come on, let's go, let's jump. So all of us just jump. So if you feel me pulling it, yes. Namah Shivaya. Yeah. Yeah. I've just recently found some like Rastafarian, a whole pile of the chants to a Rastafarian beat, which is really cool. So it's just like something slightly different for my ear. Shiva Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Yes, we want fun, don't we? All of this, like I'm so like, oh God, I'm so over it. Really, I'm so over so much of this stuff. It's like it's enough now, let's just cross over here. Let's just like we've taken the medicine, we've worked really hard at it, we've got a lot of scars, we've lost a lot of people, we've gained a lot of people. It was also simple to begin with anyway. We didn't have to do it so difficult. So let's just, as I said, that's what we're doing. Is we have something that the world desperately needs, is our beautiful energy of compassion and love and kindness. And on that, I'm going to say goodbye, dear friends, because I have my dogs scratching at the door again. So yes, they're nice, hey. You do the reggae group mantras. They're very nice. Yeah. I sing opera in the morning to the mother. Oh, let me just get my dog asleep. I can say goodbye now. Yuki, please just keep it alone. Please, my darling. You want to be nice today. Oh. 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 Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I sing opera in the morning to the goddess and to the trees. I used to do it with the birds, but the birds are a little up. I still wake up at the same time. The birds are nowhere to be seen. But that reggae is great. I really I enjoy that. Because I can kind of I do like a lot of the chants. Not so many actually. Our ears are different. We hear differently. It's like Chinese music is quite different. We can listen to a little bit of it, but it's not like what we're used to. It's not our birth song. Well, pre-birth, we hear it from the womb. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do some crazy stuff. Well, why not? I mean, I think it's kind of quite normal stuff, but thank you. Thank you. We're all so sweet. We're just a bunch of lovely, wonderful women here. My daughter used to call us vermin. And there was somebody took it so seriously. Oh my God. She was like 3 or 4. The vermin must all come out and eat now. The guys were making the barbecue braai, whatever you want to call it, the grill. The vermin must come and eat now. There wasn't, because it's like, what are you talking about? No, there wasn't an old vermin who lived in a shoe. Come on, those nursery rhymes are terrible. We just stop saying those to change them quickly. And the words, oh, please, thank you. Oh, yay, thank you, Robin. Because you know what, the more that you do, I didn't do such a nice picture. I don't think I even put it here. I suppose they are nice. I just wanted something more. What I was seeing was all these magical rainbow children are really coming through. I did mention it earlier. They just, it came along with kind of all of this was like all these children just being born, and we're so not ready. We so really have extra hard work to do. So if you're playing and you're dancing with the fairies, and send them out, please tell them to go and look after with love and kindness, to go and look after the parents of the children. You know what it's like? It's like we say, like there are no bad dogs, there are only bad owners. It's the same with children. I mean, they are crazy kids, but it's very similar. So I'm sure it's been pretty much that all over the world, except in Germany, where it's a law that you have to go to like parent meetings. But yeah, it's like always the same faces that were like volunteering or at the parent-teacher meetings. But we need to, and it's the ones that should be there on usually weren't there. So I'm not quite sure what the solution is right now. It's just like pouring flowers and magic on them, or Robin can get the fairies to dance for them. Sending them like lotuses with water petals, with sacred water and dreams in them. I mean, it sounds awesome, but it's like, hey, what else? What else must we do? In Denmark, is it Denmark? Sweden, Denmark, most probably the same. Sweden, not Sweden, maybe both. The men have to go to school when they have babies. Oh, they were all white. Absolutely. Yes. Because we're moving into the age of innocence. Yeah. Because this is what I've been going. We mustn't please keep reminding us. This is like, we don't slip back into because it's stupid. Like, does it matter, any of this shit? Does it really matter? Like, done with that. Leave. It's kind of like, leave them. It's like, in a way, I don't care. I just want to care that way. It's not that I don't care, but I don't really. I mean, I do, but I don't. I think you know what I kind of mean. We want to just like move forward and like grab this whole bunch of like happy, smiley faces and people and things that want to have a good time, and the killjoys can stay at the back. It's very ethereal. They're like beautiful, but you can kind of see those beautiful pearl little beings. There are millions. I'm like really like calling them in and working hugely with billions and trillions of little elementals. They like dust. but they all look like little stars and they're all alive and they each have they're like little sentient beings that are here that are working with changing our thought forms and creating this stuff. So they're here to do our bidding, but there are billions of them. So if you can tune into them, so enjoy. Let them go create pretty happy stuff. Yeah. Um, like each note has got like hundreds of these little elementals attached to it. And they're like dancing and spreading their joy. And the more that we acknowledge them, the more that they can come out and play. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. What are we going to do? So we've got to just somehow and you can't go bash them over the head unless I don't know how we're going to get to some of the parents. To not tease their children. Well, they got an imaginary friend. Just like, and that whole competition. And people are not everybody's able to move out of the school system as ideal. It's not, you've got to be in that because it's just the way it is right now. They don't have so what can you do at home, which is very complicated because then they go out into that crazy space again. But how do we start to educate them? Hopefully our husbands, our partners, will talk to their friends, their colleagues at work, and maybe plant a seed there. It's very complicated in this Western society. I think obviously stuff's going to like wake up, especially with these comets, with these things around. Trillions, trillions. I see them everywhere. I know. And you see, absolutely. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, it's full. It's full, 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 full. And like now, especially because they're so busy with the leaves and little golden dancing beings, and it's like, ah. I don't take my phone when I go, very seldom when I go out for a walk, because otherwise I don't see it. And it takes a little bit of time, but eventually the universe, like, also, responds. Because I think, well, why am I getting this? I think, well, okay, I've been doing this for like a long time. Crazy stuff. Yeah. What's my grounding meditation? I don't have it. What's my grounding meditation? I walk a lot. Mhm. It who wants to ground? And it's just like put that like pipe up and down yourself, up to the heavens and down to the earth. So, it's like walking conduits. I mean, I see us sometimes, then I see us like, you know, all sitting around with like these pipes going, it's like lights going up. And it's like, okay, so amplify, amplify. Oh, oh, that's a beautiful one, Robin. I don't think I do the lotus blossom, but I float away. Off there, I've got my whole like planet going. Like Victor creates the bubble with the stuff inside. It's so weird. Like it's only started recently, and I never thought of blood having stuff inside the bubble. I just like the bubble. So I try not to. Nah, I still like the bubble, but I've got this whole like floating um Vimanyanas or whatever they call them, my whole kingdom in my lotus. It's like pretty. I mean, it's not quite as pretty as being back on my planet, but it's okay. I'm not going to complain. It'll do for now. But I love that one with the roots in the earth. I love it. I'm going to do that one. I'll have to put like my anchor down. Thanks, Robin. Oh, but really, who really wants to be grounded? Just float around, just float off. But then if we're not, then we can't really talk to the crystals. But they like don't ground you. And that's okay. Grace, it's like so weird. Also, I mean, it's weird sleep. I mean, the last few times with even Truth Wave. I mean, if I didn't kind of know myself, I would be a bit worried. It's like I go into like coma, and it's okay, just like come back like where was I? And sometimes it can feel like hours. It's like running around with the fairies. Yeah. I mean, when I came in, I mean, I had to like really like write lists of get up, go to the bathroom, brush teeth, make tea, go back to bed, get up again, make bed, walk dog, hold on to leash, hold on to leash, because I would just like, I'm out there, hold on to leash, hold on to leash, hold on to leash. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. It's funny too, but I don't really make noises. I don't wake myself up with that. It's more like it's like I land up falling out. Okay, that's not helpful. The back's supposed to be straight. So you can also lie down with your back straight. Keep that back straight because it's important. Oh, Grace, you did such beautiful images with that, with your the chakra. Oh my goodness, you had such a trip, my love. It was such a wonderful thing to journey with you through on that one. If you're not part of the whatever that is, that gallery thing, you really need to like join. Grace is doing some absolutely beautiful work. And then some days it's like so perfect, and but that's again, guys, we need to like train ourselves to. I've really been out there, so the last few days have been very weird. Um, but it's training that brain to actually be awake, to be more awake inside. Because remember, nothing. I mean, this is like we'll talk about it another time. I'm going to talk about the senses. But tune into your senses because your eyes don't see, your ears don't hear, your nose doesn't smell. It's all happening inside your brain. It's like it kind of starts blowing your brain around a little bit when you get that one. That it's all an inside job. And what all it's now is the thing is to program ourselves and to focus and to control our thoughts and to literally steer our destiny. I will get into the feng shui because it's so nice because you can work with physical things to steer. And I think we're ready to hear it at the level I like to kind of put it through. And you can take it even more fun. Um, Grace does many who dreams. We're going to have Grace on soon. I'm going to talk with Grace and it's really getting time. As you see, Grace, we have a very beautiful little group. And I know for me, it doesn't bother me. I know I'm a teacher of teachers. I'm so like, I'm still very, very nice. Yeah. No, it's an inside job. It's all an inside job. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's just so interesting, even when people take psychedelics, or if you take them to the spiritual level, when the shamans take psychedelics, it's an inside job. You know, you're seeing it outside. It's like very interesting. Yeah. Oh, there are kind of shortcuts. There are. There are. I was thinking about it because I've said something that I hadn't said for a long time, and I thought, oh God, don't you ever say that again. Like for me, it was like if there's a complicated, difficult way to do something, I will find it. I used to say, people go from A to B. I would go from A to Z to S to X to W, and then I'd eventually get to B. So, which is not a great way to be. But I think like training our, and that's like one of the, it's like working with focusing on something, working with the clock because it's in the eyes, the focus goes, just do the round and round and round. Um, Rubbing here with intention. Whenever you pray or meditate, just take your eyes up here as much as you can to the third eye. It's really important. You don't have to, it'll start opening on its own. I don't push it too much. It's going to happen. But you can like massage it with, can put drops of water on it at night before you go to sleep. You can rub it. That whole thing of doing that, if you breathe, because you're touching the third eye. Think about it when you want to like remember something. You tap your head. Yeah. So it's got many functions. That was, yeah. Grace saw a beautiful, and that was Grace went for dinner, and she saw three beautiful, I'll share, three beautiful black swans. Um, on the water. And it's so interesting. Why three? That was my first thing because I mean, three is just such an amazing number. But then I also thought because they really mate for life. But maybe somebody had lost a mate, so they were having a little menage a trois, which they will also do. They very seldom, yeah. I don't know, Grace. We're going to get Grace to come and tell us about her dreaming because I think for a long time, and Grace writes beautiful journals. I think she writes her dreams down and her images. Now she's really managed to like into creation, and she is really, and she's just, well, not just, it's your old ladies, hey Grace, the old ladies will dream dreams, but yeah. So we're really very, very privileged to see the dreams. I mean, I do that. I say that like with it used to be like now in your dreams, but I say it like with a lot of consciousness now in your dreams. In facing me out. Have I got them? I don't think I can. Oh, let me see if I can. I should be able. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can do that. How fabulous. And then you don't have to join the server. That could be something fun. Ha ha ha. I might be able to do that. Let's have a look if we can do that. And then, because that was the first thing, sorry, Grace, I'm all over the place. That was like the first thing that came to mind. The swans, because that's like Paramahansa Yogananda, and that Paramahansa means the swan, and it's a very, very high honor from the universe. Well, for me, it's my little team up there that I go and play with. And where are they? Here they are. Let's see if we can. I'm going to try. Let me see if this works. Let's see. What have we got? The Discord gallery. So I'm going to stop sharing that. Hello. And I think we're going to make it happen. There we go. Yes, look at that. There we go. Did that work? Let me know. There we go. We must have a look more at the swans. I mean, there's like obviously the Swan Lake and the Ugly Duckling, but it's also the Hamsa breath, which is those were my like quick thoughts, because I mean it obviously takes a much deeper level, but those were my thoughts on it. There we go. Grace was having dinner, and obviously there's a lake, and there were 3 swans. That she's just gone to Australia. She's just arrived. I don't know when last she was there, but in the last couple of weeks, it's not that long, the last month or 2, Grace has really just like, she's always been amazing, but she's really just like unfolding hugely and rapidly. And look there, you see, you have all these beautiful symbols in this Holy Trinity. But the Hamsa breath, and it's a very beautiful, and you do it from the heart, just like a heart-brain coherence thing, which goes back thousands of years. And it's and our breath makes that noise, so that's the swan. A Hamsa is a swan. So it's so we're breathing from the heart up, clearing up into the third eye and around and back to the heart. And what that actually starts to create are the wings. One way of getting our wings. Hey guys, anything for ascension here, whatever's going to work. I try to come up with some quick tricks, some. So as I said, there are some hacks. So there they were. I mean, it's like a photograph, Grace. It's just so beautiful. This is Grace's artwork that she's working with. And what have we got there? Sirius or something. But you have to come and talk to us. Wow. Yeah. I know, and enjoy that. Robin, you must. I'm like really giving myself time to just let myself play in my imagination. Let it go crazy. It's so weird. I have such an amazing imagination, but I don't like kind of use it. I mean, I do, but it's like a crazy sad story. So, yeah, maybe talk about it in the middle of that. And the God, I mean, this is just, is that the Southern Cross? Do you have the Southern Cross in Australia? But that was truly, that was like, and I still, even looking at it now, and just these are just such the divas, and that whole energy of the Hamsa, which is, that's why you see, I love this Hindu stuff. It's got it all there. You can find like pretty, well, I haven't found anything that I can't find there yet. So, and it's like chronicled, goes back thousands of years, it's been written about. Nobody's got the exact story, so you've got to read a few stories, but they're not contradicting each other. You know, there's nothing's like, and of course everything's written in stone, but there are a couple of people that have discussed it, and they keep finding these things to collaborate it, and so I like the Hamsa. They're just so beautiful. Can we make them bigger? We can. So beautiful. Oops. Nope. What? Was that the first one? No, that's the last one. Nope. There we go. Of course, you have to write about it because I haven't spoken to you about that. Oh, so beautiful. Let me show you some more of Grace's work. Whoops. Everybody's doing such beautiful work. PG's work, but he'll be back here to do his work. And this is your daughter, Grace's daughter, plays violin, which is just so beautiful. But this, and then sometimes what happens is you land up being so beautifully, just like getting the energies from the universe out there. Where are they? Yeah. So we were doing, oh, my dog. Oh, Flash. Hello, Flash. Where's your stuff, Grace? Yeah. Oh. As I said, we do different things. I do what I'm feeling or what I'm seeing. I think Grace obviously does it too, but she does a lot of her dreaming, which is just so beautiful. And there's somewhere she's... Oh, is everybody still here? Oh, is that what 444 means? Okay. Yeah. PG is flying tomorrow on the 11th, so he should be, I don't know if he'll be able to come on Wednesday. Yes. This is such fun. I never thought I could do this. See, haha. But Grace is still got to come. This is Grace and Dennis, her beautiful Dennis. But she'll have to come and tell us herself. She's very beautiful the way she talks, and it'll be a real honor and a privilege when she's ready. When she's ready. This, oh, Grace. I mean, how amazing is this? This is not just beautiful. So some of us are really being contacted by other beings. And that was, yeah, I was doing Shiva's hair and Grace was doing all of this. These are also her platonic solids and the chakra kind of things. Because these are our lights, it's very important. But then, as I say, is it anymore? I don't know, things are changing. So I still think, like, just obviously the chakras are amazing up and to work with each color. And you don't have to get into any religious thing. If you want to use the wordings and the mantras and they resonate for you, obviously they resonate, but just hum into the, just get that tone going into the resonance. Just for now, it's better than nothing, and running up gold up and down your spine. They're absolutely beautiful. I love spine. I love to see the chakras alive. It's like activated. This is like activating our whole being, And just like if you're going with the red, then breathe red, not just on that spine, but breathe it through your whole body. Then the orange, breathe it through your whole body. So you're actually activating every single chakra in every little living organism in your body. It's all the same stuff. Touch the stars. Pretty stuff. Oh, these are beautiful. I want to know about the other things that Grace did, because this is coming up, this fish, which is just for me, was the Christ consciousness. It's absolutely beautiful. Spectacular. I see these colors. So pretty. So pretty, pretty. I must actually repost those or bring those up again when I was doing those macabres a while back. That were like this. They were also just so extraordinary. It's just sometimes we don't think that we can use these as like traveling vehicles for ourselves. But what I want, it's flashing like crazy. I love it when it flashes like this. Or do I? You did some other things. Does my dog? Where are they? So this was yesterday. Yeah, so we're doing the pillars. And then, yeah, like I said, like I was just throwing all these, it was like really with Shiva, hugely working with throwing all these flowers. I've done it a few times, but it was like so divine to throw. These are the pillars, hey, I don't know what we're doing. I kind of do know what we're doing, but I don't know. I think Grace feels the same. These are the new macabres that we're working with. These, like, what are they? Tetrahedrons. They're not very complicated. They're really simple shapes. Those are our new vehicles. We don't need all this interesting other stuff anymore. There's nothing where you can have it if you want, but sometimes it's just simple. I think so many people have got themselves like so caught up in words and formulas and things instead of just like living, See, here's your fish again. For me, it just says Christ consciousness. Oh, just absolute. And I'm also bringing in doing a lot of those double pillars. They're just coming through as this like portal, holding the pillars. And yeah, that's interesting. And the macabre is also interesting, a Zulu word, hey? Well, we're moving into, this is what's so important, is that we need to move, that we're moving into our light being, into the being that we were before. We're going to slowly and then rapidly start losing the physical. You know, as I would say, maybe you felt it, there are days, and it's a little freaky, and I would just like say too, some of us that I haven't really done psychedelics. So the stuff that I'm doing is like, okay, it's real, yeah. Not that psychedelics, you know, but for some of us that haven't done psychedelics, it's like complicated, it's a little difficult to understand that the body is just like dissolving, and to just allow it. And some days I really feel that I can just like put my fingers through my body. It's like just disappearing. And I feel like for a while, and I can't explain it. Like here when Grace was just before that, I was like, I'm just feeling liquid. I can't put it. There's no other way I can. And there's this beautiful turquoise, and just like with a boundary, but without a boundary. I want to cry. It's just so beautiful. It's just like liquid. So just sharing it because maybe you can share how you're feeling. You know, maybe you're feeling like air. PG went to Hawaii to go and play with the dolphins, which he did, and to play with the mother Pele. So I think Wednesday. I'm sure he'll be on Friday. Yeah, just the chakras. These are our temples within us. And what's also very nice sometimes is to like take yourself out of your body and to look at yourself from outside. You know, see yourself shining. What do you look and remember that? You know, we keep forgetting us, but we need to, and that's why we need these, just to remind each other how sovereign we are. And to like, you know, I'm definitely going to be using that, because that lotus is so easy for me. I do it. It's just like me. But duh. I never thought of the obvious of putting the root down into the ground. I mean, thanks, Robin. You know, that's going to be my next fun trick. And I mean, I share. So you know, if you can do, but citrine is good. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be nice to have him come back. And that was like so weird, because I stand for like a lot, and especially Germany, it's hard, but I like really felt I was just being this channel of like interesting shiver, energy, colors, water, codes, light, grounding, standing. Because I try to keep like a lot of things stable, if that makes kind of sense. It's feel what I do. I'll do a few things. And then I was just looking, it's like PG is actually 10 hours that way when TG was playing with the dolphins, and Grace was seeing whales, and she's 10 hours that way. And I thought, oh, okay, no wonder I'm feeling like stuck in the middle, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am. Ah, right. No, I showed you some. Yeah, I must go. God, it's 11 o'clock already. Yeah. Yeah. Now I showed you mana there. Mana there. Mana there. I'm just like, where's man? You see, I'm doing also like the DNA, sorts of exciting things as well. I'm not doing that many. I do sometimes. I'm really writing a lot right now, and I've done lots of like amazing chakra work, and sometimes I just like that's my dog having fun. I mean, I'm seeing all these bubbles and balls all over the place. It was like really bright and fabulous, which for me is like I don't usually do that, but that was obviously the energy coming out. So I was just pouring, and then I had all those visits from Shiva. So this was for me big time. Yeah, but he comes quite. I'm very blessed. So and then reminding me to work with the elements. And Grace was doing. I was doing the Mother Grace, but we both we both do the Mary a lot. We're very passionate about our Mary. Grace maybe more than me. This is PG stuff. It's also just amazing work. But he'll show you his stuff. I don't want to. These are so amazing, Grace. She'll have to tell us about them. I think she put these up today or yesterday. I don't know. But it's also, it's moving. It's these pillars. They just keep coming up, and the infinity and the eye of God. And yeah, I don't like to read too much out there. This is so interesting because this here we got them again. Grace has Italian roots. So there's a lot of that Roman Catholicism, that deep love of the mother in her work or in her upbringing. I'm just rattling off here, Grace, and I could be completely wrong. But you're not here to talk about yourself. But this I find, this is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. We're still chatting. We've been here for many hours, Victor. Welcome. So yeah, and it's so weird. I mean, I try not to like get myself stressed out. It would stress me, and then just like stop it. It's you, because I don't do the dolphins, and for a long time, and I kind of did when I was in Canada, and all the dolphins. That was years back, and I thought, nah. And I mean, I kind of like know that they're there. And when I swim in the water, I will talk to them, and I'll talk to orca whales, but it's like not a big thing that makes my heart like jump over, you know. Um, I know how special they are, da 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 da. But then I do the no-mo, so I don't stress about it because now they make my heart jump over, and their essence, you know. And I think it goes because I would like stress myself, and I remember many years ago, my mother's half brother, they were like very Christian people, and just like my whole childhood, I've had like dogs and they were taken away from me, and there's like a lot of pain. But I also like if I play with dogs, I'll like get like bumps all over my body. like a bit of an allergy in my eyes, freak out. I mean, I do like dogs, and I've got my dog. That's not my dog, my son's dog. And we went, and they had this big Doberman. And I remember we had a Doberman as a kid, but there's a lot of pain because dogs have always like I'll get close to them. It's like people in my life, and then they get removed from me. So, and I just said, I mean, I'm an adult. I said, no, I don't do dogs. It's not like I don't like dogs. It's like I don't do them because they make my eyes itch. So do cats, and they make me itch, especially if they spit on me. Oh, that's Christians. He was so judgmental of me that I'm now going to go to hell because how what kind of a person are you that doesn't do dogs? So, I'm like a really weird person, guys. I don't do dolphins and whales. Sorry. But it's about standing on your own truth. People can wobble me. Grace will come and show us. She'll maybe teach us. She'll tell us. She said she'll teach me. She does amazing. She does really beautiful work. But then also sometimes it's like so kind of good. It's we working with ChatGPT. Yeah. So Grace, you're gonna have to come maybe what's today? Wednesday. But we'll talk. Please, love. Because we'd love to have you on. And I don't think that PG will be on Wednesday. I think we'll be lucky if he's here on Thursday. I mean on Saturday. So if you can join us, would be absolutely amazing. And I'm sure you can join us by phone. And look, you see, if you put them in the thingy, I can put your images up, so it's not a problem at all. So we can do that. Yeah. But it's just so wonderful to like just see the individuals like slowly. Grace's work has changed quite. I mean, absolutely loving your work, what's happening to it right now. Since you've like dipped into Australia. Yeah. Really beautiful stuff. So yeah, I would like to know more about these drawings, these images. Because we just post images and sometimes we relate and but it gets not those are really beautiful. Beautiful. What's really sad is that there's so many people here and hardly anybody's like posting and creating, which is really sad. That I find very sad. But hey. But then there's all sorts of strange stuff going on around, and there's still like so much crap. People get over your crappy crap. Please, quickly. I just love this grown-up Ganesha. He's like so grown-up. It's like really leading us through this portal, through this like he's so strong and confident, like he's like so grounded. I'm just absolutely think he's just wonderful. I really love him. But yeah, I mean, I know that's like long ago. I just make rose quartz on my planet. So it's called love. So I'll just come back to that from time to time. Well, let's leave it up there and come and say goodbye to everybody for now. I think we need to go to bed. Yeah. The one with downloaded, I don't know, I never downloaded it from the App Store. Did I? No, I think so. But it's, yeah, it's ChatGPT or OpenAI. And hmm, I know this one, I'm just like, he's just awesome. And it's so interesting because when he's with me, I don't see him as Ganesha. It's like, I know it's Ganesha, but it's like it's not. I don't see it's like Shiva. Shiva, it's so weird. I see it's Shiva. But Ganesha, I don't really. I see him as very much as an energy. It holds all this stuff. But obviously, to create it, I need to create a thing. And yeah, Grace does everything on her phone, so which is like really inspiring. Oh. And you can just try it out for a while. You don't have to pay for it. You don't get that many images to do, but you get more than enough to know if that's what you want to pay. Like, I don't know what you pay there, 20, 20, 27, 30, $30 a month. Then it's pretty unlimited. No, it's not. I don't know Gemini. We work with ChatGPT. Well, there's a few different programs out there, but for now, ChatGPT is working quite fine for us. For other people, it's different. There's all sorts of wonderful programs out there, music programs, and I don't know what people use to do. What do they call them? I can't think. Moving things, animated. Yeah, because there is some really beautiful work out there. Yeah, great, and it is. It's very much how you talk. I mean, but we'll do that another time. We'll discuss how we talk to it. We're not like we don't actually like. Well, yeah, that's why I don't like do that because I want to do other things. Yeah, we fight. Well, that's like crazy to fight. I fight with her. But then I do a lot of like writing stuff. So but that's like, and I'm really like sorry for people. Feel really sad for people that don't know stuff, because she makes a lot of mistakes. Yeah. So Grace, you hopefully talk to me on my thingy, on send me a message, and let's see if you want to come join us on Wednesday. Tomorrow we're going to all be, as I said, I do hope that everybody's got some nice meditation to go to for the 11:11. It's just a beginning. It's just moving through, and oh, and you know what? Oh golly, tomorrow, yes, I've got it written here. I forget. That's where you're coming with all those colors. It's those colors. That's what it is as well. Oh my goodness. Grace, it's the carnival colors. That's where we're getting all those bright colors for the 11:11. This carnival they've been doing for hundreds of years. So all of these energies are in the air, and it's We're picking them up, yeah, because they're all elementals. So we're just tuning into them. Sometimes it gets very noisy out there. Well, that's how I see it. Other people see it as different things. And carnival starts tomorrow at 11 minutes past 11. It's very in Germany, and they carnival until Rosenmontag. They celebrate and party, and dress up and have lots of fun all the way until it's basically Shrove Tuesday. That's Rosenmontag. Very big in Köln. Yeah, I've been seeing. Oh, yeah, you're ahead of us. What's it like there tomorrow? How's the future, Grace? Yeah. Well, have you 11 to 11? Remember, Bilbo Baggins had his 11th birthday. So it's carnival. So these are also the carnival. It's very powerful. Carnival in masks. It's the West's version of like whatever. And this weekend, because last week was really, and after Halloween was very heavy because whatever. And somebody said, "Oh, but we got Laterna next week," and that's actually the St. Martin's, which we were talking about the church thingy, and they do the whole festival. Was this weekend, and tonight's actually tomorrow. But tonight, a lot of the kids are also going out. They make lanterns, and then they go out in beautiful groups, and it's like all over the street are these little children walking with lanterns, which is just absolutely magical. We used to do a thing. It wasn't Laterna at school, at the Waldorf school. It was St. John's, and it was. I would always cry. It was just so beautiful because first it would start with the nursery school kids with their little lanterns, and then go all the way up to the high school, and then we would have fireworks, and we'd have soup, and then we'd have the big bonfire, and then we'd all jump over the fire. Living in the future. There's a good place to be. I'm just in the present. Right now, I'm just trying to be in the now. Whatever's happening in the now, I'm just amplifying it. Oh, Suzette, I want to go. Look here, we could have a whole 24/7 show. We just sit here and have 24/7 radio. Oh, yeah. Hello, Suzette, lovely sunbeam. Oh, you my beautiful one. I love Suzette. She's just such a ray of sunshine. So, yeah, so we've got a lot of light. So that's why I'm telling you about Laterna, is because that whole collective energy of, I don't know how many, hundreds and thousands of German kids are running around with lanterns, many of them handmade. So that's always an extra added special. And bringing light. So it's like a little Diwali thing as well. So, yeah, along with lavender coming in. I do a lot of the pink. I've been doing that pink as I make rose quartz. Rose quartz, liquid rose quartz. I've been doing it like, so I pour, and I love it. Yeah, I've been doing it, that pouring that pink out. I get very like, it's my pink. And then the universe will give me pink clouds, and it's like, okay, so slowly whatever you've been doing is starting to materialize in the reality, 3D, 5D, whichever D. Yeah, lots of, yeah, I think there's a lot of the pink clouds, a lot of the pink energy, because it's love. It's just clouds and clouds and clouds of love. And it's like pouring that. And yeah, I'm not the only one pouring love out on the planet. I don't know anybody that's doing it the same way as me, so I don't really like talk about it. It's like, so when I share it, I think it's normal. People like either get upset with me. Well, they say, "Oh, that's just so amazing." It's like so obvious. But yeah, so I don't know anybody that does it quite the way I do it, right? But that's what's special about everybody. We all do our thing the way we do it. So, and I've pretty much been doing this for a long time, decades. I first saw it in 19, that's a long time ago. Some of you weren't born yet. 1997, 98, when I was really taken to my planet. Taken home, yeah, so, and it's beautiful once you've really been there. That's why I don't like do it again, and I don't want to do it again. I just like, that's enough for me. Yeah. And obviously, it's like a muscle, the more it's like whatever. If you're embroidering, the more that you embroider, the easier it becomes. The more proficient you become at it. So it's all practice, and it's all focus, and it's all discipline. It's a little bit of discipline. So, darlings, I am missing my meditation. It's my sleepy time meditation because I usually go to sleep with this one. My 11 o'clock meditation sleepy time, so that I can wake up just now again. So I will see you in the wave. Yay. So I love us all so much. Grace, talk to me and let me know if you're going to come and if you're going to try and do a live. We can do it a little bit later on Wednesday, so you can just like stumble out of bed. Because I started today at my time, 8 o'clock. I think that was 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So we can also do it a little bit later. But let's just have a look. I will post something up there and see. Yeah, well, that's stupid. You know what? And that whole saying, it's so different it's different cultures. Hey? I mean, I spoke about that a little while ago. Like, I love you too, Grace. So much, my beautiful sister. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of the Red Indian tribes, I suppose that's not the right, but anyway, they, I think even the Hopi talk about like four sexes. And I remember reading this long ago in a kid's book. I'm talking to my kids many years back, that there were like and so it's obviously if they didn't want to be warriors, and they chose to like be householders, and to be, that's how it was kind of written, and to be in their teepees and to cook and sew and to be peaceful. And they would often take a warrior husband. So that whole was just quite okay. Whereas like a lot of and not all Africans, some are okay with it and some aren't. Like the Dogon are definitely, they will only have two sexes because they came as twins, the Nomo, and the one went like weird and created negativity on the planet. So they are very, very clear. They do practice circumcision for both sexes because they say that, like, if they do circumcision on a man, that removes the feminine part, and if they remove the clitoris from the woman, that removes the masculine part. Don't judge them. I'm telling you why they do it. Because they don't want to have another mistake on the planet. They're very clear why they do it and how they do it. So, and it's so weird, the hyena. The hyena is the weirdest thing, because it's got two sexes for a long time when it's born. It's like the craziest creature. And they sound very weird. They look weird. They sound weird. I mean, there's nothing bad that God made, but those are weird. The kind of a weird experiment going on there. Yeah. But it's like birds too. Most birds, swans, will take a geese. They also mate for life. And if their mate dies, they will, if it's the male dies. I don't know what the male does, to be honest. Just withers and dies. But the girl goose, will often pair off with another girl goose. So I had this book. It's called, what was it called? Strange Animals. What was it called? I know I lent it to a gay friend of mine and she refused to give it back to me. It's like proof. The animal kingdom is gay. A lot of instances in there. But it becomes a problem really when it becomes dictatorial, or you put your judgment onto others. I don't know. It's complicated. Ooh, I like Greek food. I do like Greek food. Thank you, Grace. Please do. Yeah. So let me go and meditate, go to bed, have some more tea. Not in that order. Why do I do that? It's so irritating to myself. For years, I really need to train myself. Go to bed, make some tea. I'm not doing that. I'm going to make tea and go to bed. And I do it so often with things that but it's my life. I put the cart before the horse. Okay, my lovelies, what a beautiful session. I'm so glad that I managed to get on. And I will pop in tomorrow just to... Oh, bon appetit, bon gusto. I actually like the Italian bon gusto, to eat with relish. Yeah. Eat with bon gusto. Okay, guys, have the most beautiful... Yes, off to dinner. It's so late already for you guys. No, I need to go and catch up on this meditation so I can go to sleep. Love, 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 love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Remember, we're just right in the middle of a little festival of hundreds of thousands of little German children are singing and dancing and waving their little handmade lanterns to bring in the light as we go through the 11:11 portal tomorrow. The Germans are also blowing their trumpets and dressing up in funny masks and crazy bright colors, and opening up carnival time, which goes all the way until February. So lots of carnivals. So we're allowed to celebrate. Okay. So much, much love to everybody. Thank you, everybody, for so much. Love you, love you, love you all. And we will see you in the wave. And if we don't, and I hope everybody drives safe wherever they're going. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.